Hello! This is so weird. I thought I saw you playing Destiny 2 last night, Droid. And then I was like, because I think you messaged me and said you were going to bed, and then I saw you come up with Destiny 2, and I was like, wow. But yeah, I was very surprised because it's a trash game. But it used to be my depression game. That's how I know I'm sad. Hello, Black Salamander. This is so weird. I think there's some strange thing where you have to like, I should probably log in. And I don't know who I'm gonna play. Maybe this one? Because then we can do Evendim, and Evendim is very fun. I love Evendim. Yeah, I think it's a bit strange with the monetization at the moment with Destiny, because you have to like buy the new season and you also have to buy the new thing with like the maps. I don't know. I don't know. But I always know that I'm sad because I want to play it. But I should play something else instead. Like Lotro. But yeah, how is everyone doing? It's so strange, like, streaming, because it feels like everything has... It feels like it's been a million years, but at the same time it feels very normal. Like, it feels like everything is different, but it's also the same. I don't know how to explain. I fixed my camera too, because apparently the default setting for it was really low res, even though it's quite a good camera. But hopefully that's looks good. I mean, it looks good to me, so. What have I even got to do? I've got to go and talk to Elrond. Sorry, I like need my desk. And it shook. I've got all that Fornos stuff, which I'm not doing. Garth the Garwin I'm not doing. Great Barrows. No. Oh, I do have stuff in the Lone Lands. Can I be bothered to do the Lone Lands? North Downs? Why is that 7 out of 10? It should be 10 out of 10 or 5 out of 10. I must have. Started doing it and not finished doing it. Oh, how am I gonna get to... Am I gonna have to go, like, the long way? Because I don't think I milestoned it. I did not milestone it. And fast. It literally is, and fast. He can get you there. And fast. Yeah, I can't get to Tinudir unless I pay money. So I think I'm gonna have to go the long way. I wish I'd made a new outfit. But I think I missed quite a lot of the last festival, the autumn one. Halloween Harvest Math, was it? Because I was away graduating, and then when I came back, I was just way too depressed to play. So yeah, I have not done any of that. I think I did like 3 days, and it was and I had enough tokens from last the summer festival. I think it was the summer. There's midsummer, and then there was one after that. I can't remember. I'm doing okay today. I did some exercise and meditation, so my depression is cured for now. Nice. I am okay. It's pretty weird because it's like I was super depressed and sad for a solid like month and a bit, and then suddenly I was just like, I'm normal again. Like I started eating again, which is great because I was not eating for like, I think it was about 6 weeks or so, 6-7 weeks. I just wasn't eating properly. Well, I never eat properly anyway, but I was just like, I was just feeling sick all the time. So, oh, we need to change this. What's it called? Quick slots, simple. I don't like those animations for the quick slots. I prefer the old ones. Thank you. Yeah, I was just feeling really sick all the time. And now I'm not. It's so strange because I've never really had that before. Like, I've never felt so sick for such a long amount of time. It is getting dark already. I'm gonna have to, like, put my lamp on or something. Maybe? Maybe if I put it, like, over here. Perfect! Oh, I'm like running into a house. Hang on, what is her quest? What is your quest? It is just a housing quest. My light's already on. Is it really gloomy and stuff where you are? Because it's like really raining and cloudy and horrible here. Yeah. Definitely typical British autumn. We are getting there. Oh, by the way, Droid, they've got the, if you don't have it already, you can get, what? Thank you. You can get access to every single quest in the game apart from the latest expansion, with the Lotro Quests 2021 code, I think it is. So if you haven't used that already, you can get access to like every single area, which is very good. I don't know if you got the one from last year, because they did one during lockdown. Oh, cool. But I don't think it had Mordor in it. So you'd be able to get Mordor.
Mercy me! Will you hear me out?
Oh, maybe I should actually read the quest.
Will you hear me out?
I'm just like on autopilot as if I'm just playing on my own. Nibs Chub. The hobbits all have really funny names. With like the girls, you get like Rosie, Peony, Poppy, and then with the with the male ones you get like Fatty, Chubs. So good. Okay. If you're going to be tramping around these parts and have a day's work to spare, I would ask a favour of you, Hunter. Not 2 weeks ago, I got a letter from an enterprising hobbit in the West Farthing. He said to me in this letter that he was in need of a large supply of oats, the largest order I have ever seen, to be sure. I didn't much take a liking to the idea right away, but what with the hard times and all, well, now I couldn't turn down his offer, even if I don't take too kindly to the name of Sackville Baggins, leastwise the Baggins part of it. Queer tales, to be sure, are told about that family. If you have the time, I could use more hands to collect the oats from the fields east and northeast of here. I would get out there myself, but with all those nasty bugs... Well, pardon my saying it, but your clothes look more to the task with what being dressed for fighting and all. I'm wearing a dress, dude. But I guess it is a battle dress. Also, I am playing on Treebeard, but this is my chill character. This is my chill out character where I just have fun and chill, basically. So I have not put any difficulty settings on. I do have other characters for that, but I just wanted to chill because, yeah. I didn't want to juggle so many things. Because I was worried about streaming and whatever, so. I am nearly level 32. Oh, I hate that they've expanded this window. Right. They've expanded it. Like, they've added these black borders to it. Which is really annoying because they haven't moved the X. Like, they've not put it in the corner. They've just widened it. And I found out yesterday when I was playing with Neb, I was like, why have they done this? And it turns out it's because they have added a new thing on here for the new expansion for Gundabad. But it's so annoying that the X is not in the corner where you'd think it would be. Yeah. SSG! I got my eyebrows done yesterday. I don't expect anyone to notice, but I'm quite pleased with them. I just wanted to say that. Well, maybe if I get into this a bit more, I could switch to my other character. But they're still only on Deadly +1 just for the deed. Actually, I think it's Deadly 0. Alright, there's a queen. We need one more queen. What is the game I Am Alive? I've not heard of it.
Dear me, what do you want?
You cleared out the locust and that's well and good, but I am very worried about those wolves you saw prowling my fields. Insects eating the crop are an easy enough matter, but wolves on my land is something else.
Gracious me, I need your help.
Proto Last of Us. What do you mean proto? This whole affair is just like one of the old tales Helgamji tells. Most of the hobbits in these parts don't heed much of what he says. I think he has spent one too many nights under the stars, and that could play queer tricks on any decent hobbit. All this talk has gotten me to thinking, though. You should see Hal about these wolves. He might know a thing or two. Not 2 weeks ago, he came to my door with a story of a giant wolf northeast of Oakbarton. Mayhaps you would speak with him. You might find him near town centre.
Oh, gracious me.
Did you get the oats? Wonderful! I will have these bales sent to Hobbiton right away. Oh, that is a typo. Right way? Should be right away. I wonder what he could be wanting with such a large amount of oats. I'd gather he's got enough now to supply a large party with bread for a month, though I doubt he could get the guests. But it's not my business to pry into others' affairs. Ding dong, ding-a-ling-a-ling. Oh, Guide to Bree. That is very helpful. Apocalyptic survival, you could do cool things like pretend you had bullets in your gun by holding people up. But it was janky and very budget. Is it, multiplayer? That sounds multiplayer.
Hello.
Herds of elk have been coming down from beyond the north bounds, more and more. They have to be running from something. Many of them are spooked to the point I can't even notch my bow before they're deep into a thicket. It's the elk that are bringing the wolves across the Brandywine. I saw a big white one stalking the elk in the woods north of here, but he ran off as soon as he spotted me. I've tried hunting the wolves, but they're smarter than most game. I gather you'll have to take down that big wolf to scatter the pack. If the wolves are hunting elk, I'd reckon a flank of elk meat could lure the big one out. A herd of young greenswood hind is usually grazing in the old orchard in the north of Oakbarton. You should try hunting there for the elk meat. Oh, we got Passage of Shadow as well. Alright, I'm gonna have to sort out these skills. These potions level 25. You know what I didn't do as well? I didn't go to Bree and get my special item. So I think I'm gonna do that now. And you could just get out of fighting by aiming your gun at NPCs and they would try and make moves and someone figure out if you were bluffing. That sounds like it would be quite good if it wasn't janky. Hmm. Oh, I can equip all of my armor. And a new bow. Oh, sweet. I'm gonna sort that out in a second. That seems like a quite a cool game.
Would you do something for me? What can I do for you?
I wonder what the person here has, because I think I've got a bunch of thingies that I haven't spent.
Hello, friend. Can I help
Oh,
you with something?
4,000. I'm not sure that they've refreshed since I last looked at them though. A pig pen? Wait, I have 6,700. Badger house? Damn, I don't have enough for that. I actually do have a nether hound on my other character. I would be interested in the badger house, but it's too expensive. Alright, time to equip all of this stuff. I think all of it is better. Yeah, all of it seems to be better. Cloak and a spear. Can I have a spear and this one? Yes. Though I may... Okay, I can't put anything on top of the spear, which is a bit sad. I do want to put this into here. Oh wait, this is Phonine. This isn't Curiel. That stuff can go in there. Didn't even realize I had this many shards, so that's nice. I will also sell all that junk once I've had a quick look to see what it looks like. Is that the sword? It's not very fancy. Does that die? Not in the way I want. Yeah, that can all be sold. What about that bow? That bow's kind of nice. I'm gonna keep the bow. And I also wanted to quickly change my bar. I'll put that up there. That down there. Shit. Accidentally used something I shouldn't have. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. No more messing around. Time to go back and do these quests. Wow, it's already 20 to 4. But I think I did start at around 3, which is when I was hoping to stream. Where is this elk meat? Pretty sure it's this way. Yeah, I just killed one of these. Oh, I have to actually bring it back to him, okay. I thought I'd just go straight to the wolf den with it.
What do you need?
Have you found the meat yet, Faline?
Can I take a moment of your time?
This meat will do fine. Now all we need is to set the trap. Like I was telling the folk in town. I saw the pack up away northeast of here. If you head there, you should catch sight of some of the younger wolves, and the big fellow won't be far away. The big wolf most likely will be hid up in a cave or hole near the pack. Leastways, that's always how all the good tales tell. You might try placing the meat outside of his cave to lure him out. You should try not to use all the meat though. I wouldn't mind a few strips of fried elk for lunch. Of course. Not like I could kill another one, is it? I feel like all these wolves are going to attack. Okay, it was only 2 of them. I don't want my focus to go to waste. Do I need rich iron still? It's there. I'll take it. Hey Hobbs! I'm very sorry I haven't enabled my chat bot.
Hello.
So I don't have the sound. I'm sorry I disappoint you. Ugh, that bow is ugly. That knife is ugly. Which costs the most? The strange flowers. Sure.
Might I speak with you a moment?
It's nice to see you though, even though you are disappointed in me. With the wolf gone. Yeah, because I wanted to stream and I was like, how do I stream and get at least one person to watch? And yeah, so I thought I basically had to do Lotro. But it's good. Yeah. With the wolf gone, the road to Dwalling is now clear. This is good news because many from Dwalling usually come down for the market. They bring down their glassware and trade it for our produce. Albin Northcotton up at the Northcotton farm will want to know that we're ready down here and that the road is clear. Don't worry, I've done all of the other quests in this farm, so we don't have to sit here while I gather up pies and chickens and flowers. Which is the way? I think I turn right here. What have you been up to, Hobbs?
Just a moment.
Everything is all set with Nibs, and the road to Oak Barton is safe as well, you say. You have been busy.
Just a moment.
I cannot believe it is all done and ready. I was sure we would have to cancel. But not only are we ready to go, you've gotten us ready early. I think that, yeah, that bow's crap. Oh, it doesn't look too bad though. So I might take it for cosmetic purposes. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Might I speak with you a moment?
You have helped us greatly, and for that I'm very thankful. I have one last thing to ask of you. The market will be opening tomorrow. I was hoping you would head up the road to Dwalling and let the hobbits there know that thanks... I can't read. At least the second thing helps a little with the first thing. Oh, nice. That's good. It doesn't for like 30 seconds help. That's really sad. Hey! I can't read. Oh, Ardav! How are you doing? Things are like... Things are things. I've been very up and down. Yeah. It's been pretty crazy. Like, so much has happened, and yet I'm like, yeah. I was really ill, so I didn't stream for quite a long time. And then I got a bit better for a while, but I had no time to like, well, I did have time, I just didn't make time to stream or anything. And then things got really bad. And now they're just okay. So yeah. How are things with you? Wait, what? I'm a little lost. What do you mean? Right. You have helped us greatly, and for that I'm very thankful. I have one last thing to ask of you. The market will be opening tomorrow. I was hoping you would head up the road to Dwalling and let the hobbits there know that. Thanks to some outstanding help, we are starting the market a little early this year. Just follow the road east from Oak Barton, and soon enough you will come to Dwalling. Find Hob Hillbrow, let him know. Right, we're gonna go and find Hobbs. And he lives in Dwarling. Same, up and down. Emotionally and stuff, lots of work stress, but in the middle of a 2-week break, so enjoying relaxing while I can. It's good that you've got a break. And hopefully it will stop being so stressful. Yikes. Big yikes. Aww. Unfortunately, it won't stop being stressful. Oh. It's already difficult when there's like not really anything you can do.
How do you do?
And people don't listen to you.
Can't a body be left alone?
Okay, this is definitely not Hobbs because he says I'm very happy. This stinks. It's just murder. Murder doesn't always work. Trust me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm very happy to hear that the market's starting tomorrow, but I fear we will not be able to make it. There is too much afoot here to leave.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Hunter, I beg your pardon, but I haven't any other to turn to in these dark times. Please, hear me out. Dwarling has never been a rich town, but we have always gotten by on our own. Many of the best glassblowers in the Shire were found in these holes. My dad before me was a glassblower, best in the north, in East Farthings. Pardon me? And I learned the trade from him. Recently, things turned for the worse for our little town. What with all the wild creatures about, folk are plain afraid of the north bounds nowadays. Most of the folk have moved away and sold off their property after business stopped. A hobbit out of the West Farthing sent letters and contracts up this way, purchasing holes and land until he brought up almost the whole town. That's when all the trouble began. I used to get my tools for glassblowing repaired by a dear old friend who lived in Dwarling, but he moved away not a week ago. Before he left, he swore he would finish fixing them up. If you would, head into Dwarling and see if he left them on his stoop. His hole was on the north side of town. The tools should be in a satchel or bag. I would be deeply in your debt.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Yeah. I'm looking for people who own a shovel to dig a few holes approximately 6 feet by 3 feet and around 6 foot deep. No questions asked. That's not suspicious at all. Although not many know this, I heard about that business down south of here with the goblins. They're up to no good around these parts too. I swear I saw one of them kill one of them spiders and drag it back to their camp. Although why they would want something so vile, I surely can't say. I wonder if those goblins consider a spider a delicacy of some kind, though that thought makes me shudder. Maybe you ought to go out to their camp bleak leaf crest out south of here and see if you can find that spider they dragged off. Mayhaps that spider corpse might tell us something about these goblins.
Could I take a moment of your time?
It must have been the beginning of fall. I was with my son on the banks of the Brandywine, enjoying the sun, a fine meal and a full pipe, while he sat and played with his favourite toy, a piece of lead fashioned into a small dog by the side of the river. My boy was very fond of this toy, but when it came time to leave, it wasn't anywhere to be found. I tried to console him with one of my stories. I created quite a wonderful tale about the toy's whereabouts, but if you are heading that way, perhaps you could search for it. The toy has to be somewhere in the barren delph, the sand marshes north and east of Dwalling. I have heard that strange burrowing creatures have since inhabited the area. There is a good chance one of them could have swallowed it up, thinking it to be food. One more. Hunter, I'm glad you have come by. We have been trying to slowly rebuild what we can. It has taken much effort, but I am afraid it will soon be all for naught. We're glass blowers here in Dwalling. Always have been, always will be. Well, I hope we always will be. We have been running gravely low on supplies as of late. The new townsfolk and creatures about the sands have kept us from venturing too far. We barely have enough to finish our next order. I used to get white sand for my glass blowing from a dear old friend who would travel into the barren delph to the northeast of Dwalling, but he moved away not a week ago. If you would travel up to the sand marshes and get me some, I would be deeply in your debt. Okay, let's go and get this satchel first. Hey Geiger, how are you? Brand new porch and the police won't suspect a thing. Gosh, these really are like easy to one-shot now. And before Nev comes in like, why are you not playing any difficulty settings? This is my okay. I am okay. I am okay and okay is me. No, I'm not. I am. Damn it. I was trying to avoid that guy. I just didn't want to get off my horse. Though I might as well now, because then I can get more quests.
Well, the gall of some folk.
It just reminds me of something a therapist said to me. They said, fake it until you make it. Like, just say to yourself that you're okay and you'll eventually be okay. I am okay. Right now. I actually have a big achievement. I have not cried in 10 days. 10 tearless days. Yeah. Which is like a really big achievement for me. Yeah. You have the tools. Very good. I can now get back to working again.
Might I have a word with you?
No. No, I actually have a lot of tea concerning what we last talked about. I don't want to talk about it on stream. But I do have lots of tea about that. Yeah. I had a real good sub going last night. It was impressive. Nice. Nice. It's both impressive to cry a lot and to not cry at all, so it does work both ways. Yeah, I haven't streamed in a long time. The last time I streamed was when I did that Tomb Raider stream. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Past. Nope. Highlights. 6 months ago. 8th of May. Oh, so it was around April. 8th of May was the last time I streamed. So, yeah. I've just been doing so much and trying to survive. I'll tell you after the stream, Hobbs, if you want a video chat after the stream. Slacker. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I have been recovering from mental illness. Well, I don't think that I'm ever gonna be completely healthy, but I can go up and down. So it's been a lot of that, and I haven't really ever been in the right place in the last 6 months to stream, because I just had like too much anxiety about other things and been doing other things. Like I got a new job. I started working full-time. Well, I was working full-time before, but I started working full-time for an actual company that pays me more than £1 an hour. So that's pretty good. Thank you. The Club of Fruit Loops, what's that? AIDS. Yeah, I started working for a company and not myself, which has been really good, and I'm really enjoying it actually. I was a bit worried at first because I started doing it and I was like, yeah, this is a good job and I can see like so many benefits, but it was a bit it was just a bit weird at first. But yeah, it's going good and I'm enjoying it now. But it's like a 9 to 5 office job, so I don't really have any time. I sort of get home in the evenings, and then it's like Mondays and Wednesdays I'm playing Lotro and Final Fantasy on Neb stream. And then Tuesday nights I'm off doing something, and yeah. Also, I was in a relationship for about 4 months-ish. And that's a time sink as well. But yeah. Where the rest of us misfits and broken nerds live. Thank you. I feel like that's where I belong. Yeah, I've been trying to like find friends and stuff in my city, but it's really difficult. Like, if I had at least one friend who I could like go out with and do stuff with here that didn't live really far away, then that would be cool, because then I could go to stuff with them and that would sort of be a way to like get out and actually do things and not have things be so terrifying to do. But I started going to this group that play board games and I was like very scared. So I messaged the group admin like, help. I want to go but I'm scared. Like, because I have anxiety and stuff, and they were really nice and they met me at the place, so I kind of did know one person because I knew them, even though it was just like off Facebook or whatever. So yeah, I started going to that every week, which is great, but I haven't like made any real connections with anyone there. But maybe over time I will, which would be nice. What I really want is like someone to go out and drink with. Like someone to go to the pub with. Cause like, like you can't just go to the pub and drink by yourself. That's just depressing. Like you don't meet people that way. It's easier if like you're with someone and then they bring someone and then they bring someone, and yeah. Depressed cause no friends cause depression. Literally, like you get depressed and then you're too depressed to go out, but then you're depressed because you don't have any friends to go out with. And time sink is where I wash my time. You have a specific sink for that. God, I just use one sink for everything. Maybe I should take a leaf out of your book. What do you mean I can? Do you mean like I can go to the pub on my own and drink on my own? I have many sinks. So many things to wash up. I wash my hair in a black hole. What do you mean? What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna read this. Now, this hobbit I was telling you about before, he let Big Ben buy up all the land, right here in the Shire. I've talked to Ronald Dwell about sending a letter to old Will Whitford, the mayor, but I don't know what he can do against a sound contract like the one sent to my door. One of my dear friends, Pelina Gamgee, is away in the West Farthing looking for a snug hole to start over in, and I told her that I would look after her home while she was away. Oh me. Those new men in town have a foul look about them, and I don't much trust them, even if they claim to be here to help. If you could, go down and check on Pelina Gamgee's residence, just east of here in Dwalling. You look like you could hold your own if any of those ruffians gave you any trouble. I'm sorry, Hobbs. For God's sake. I have anxiety like most people do, but everybody has different anxiety issues. Some are the same also. Yeah, I think quite a lot of people do. And I'm glad that more people talk about it, because now it's like, instead of like suffering in silence and either not going to things or whatever, like it feels a bit more, it's still hard, but it feels easier to like tell people. Like messaging people like about events before you go. When I was like wanting to go to that thing, I was like, I'm scared. But then they met me there and stuff. Hobbs. Well, I never. These big folk are violating their contracts. What are these times coming to?
Could I take a moment of your time?
Never in all my days have I heard of decent folk getting attacked in the Shire. Even if this is the North Farthing, folk should still be decent and civil, though I wouldn't put such treachery past these big men. I've asked Ronald Dwell to draft a formal letter of complaint to the leader of these men, Will Tuffin. He is always in and out of the big hole down in Dwelling Centre. I would like you to get the letter from Dwell and take it to Will Tuffin straight away. Just go down to the big hole down yonder and ring the bell until Will comes out. Make sure you are careful. I don't trust these big folk. Take care that you don't let them bully you this time.
Is there something I can do for you?
Ah yes, Hob asked me to draw up a letter of complaint after you found out about that business with Perlina Gamgee. Business letters are not my usual fare. I am more used to crafting more fanciful stories and letters, but I dare say I did a fine job as any could have asked for. Letter of complaint sounds like me. Definitely. We all know you're a Karen at heart. And that you don't go straight to suggesting murder. Oh God. What's gonna be in this letter? I would still enjoy that. I'd frame it. A letter from one of those little rats. That fool Lotho doesn't know what he's gotten himself into. Not going without a fight, eh? Well, that can be fixed up proper. I'll deal with you fools later. I have work to do here in Dwelling. Well, back to Hobbs. What's that now? Shut the door in your face? Well, if it isn't the rudest thing I've heard all day. Bob Greeneves has a spare key to the big hole. It's a public building, and even if they own the whole town, they haven't the right to close up a public hole. You march right in there and make sure he reads every word of that letter. Talk to Bob Greeneves here when you're ready to go down to the big hole. God, I wish they'd stop calling it a big hole, because Hobbs, you've ruined me. Are you ready for me to let you into the big hole? You be careful. Who knows what those big folk will do once you're inside.
An attempt to lodge a formal complaint on behalf of the glassblower Hob Hillbrow led to a violent encounter with the chief's men. The time has come to put the ruffians in their place.
Let's put a trap down. Back again with your letter? Looks like I will have to add trespassing to your list of offences. There are new rules here in Dwarling. My lads here will make sure you don't cause any more trouble. I like the echoes in here. Oh, there's a guy. And I am diseased. Oh. I'll deal with you myself. Now you've done it, we'll see what this chief has to say about this. The trespassers are here, chief. You must deal with them. Fool! You have ruined Sharku's plans, and now Sharku does not accept failure. Now we will deal with you. Men, attack! Just standing there because I haven't got aggro. Oh, they do one at a time. Okay. I'll deal with you myself. Easy. The complaint has been resolved. I love that calm ending to the quest. So, their leader wouldn't take the letter. I can't say I didn't expect trouble from these ruffians. I'm going to have another formal complaint written to this investor. Tell him just what I think about the character of these men he's let into the Shire. You mentioned something about a goblin-faced fellow and someone named Sharky. I'm sure you must be mistaken. There haven't been naught like them in the Shire since the Bull Roarer's time, and I have never heard of anyone with a name such as Sharky. But what with all the excitement, I'm sure you can't be blamed for your mistake. Right, let's have a look. That sword looks very thin. Are any of them any good? I don't think so. It's the most expensive. I think they're all about the same. Oh, that one's 10. Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Could I take a moment of your time?
There weren't enough formal complaints in the Lord of the Rings movie. Yeah, they should have signed a petition against Sauron. Delivered it to the mouth of Sauron. There are too many orcs. You have done much to help us, and for that I am grateful. I feel it will be a long time before Dwarling feels like the rolling hills of the Greenfields, but we will continue to do our best. One thing that does concern me is the big folk to the north. Not the ones in town, but the ones beyond that live in the big lake. They were friendly to us. They used to come down to trade for pipeweed and glass. Once or twice I ventured up to see them. They used to make camp at a bridge that crosses the river, where a giant man of stone watches all of the boats that pass. Would you venture up there and see if they are well? We will, but we have some other quests to attend to. Gonna have to do a lot of killing. If official complaints were a thing, Pippin would have been fired halfway through the first movie. Pippin gets so much shit for like all the stuff he does. But in the book, right, it's actually Boromir that does all those things. It's so sad that he has to deal with all of that. Oh. A quick examination of the spider's remains revealed that the goblins have let it lie, virtually untouched. All of the ichor and venom of this spider seem to have been collected by the goblins. Dear Sauron, keep your no-good bastard eye out of my business. Love and respect, Gandalf the Grey, MMA BA Honours. You don't think Gandalf has a doctorate? He must have a PhD in something. And then he would be Dr. Gandalf. Right, I think it is the... What are these? Norbogs. I think these are the ones with the dog. Yeah. Oh, that was easy. I'm gonna just... I just wanted to get that one because it was right there, but I'll go and hand these in and then come back to do the others. Because we're gonna have to kill some Norbogs and salamanders as well. Dr. Gandalf, renowned gynecologist. I can imagine that he becomes a lecturer. And then to all of the bad students he says, "You shall not pass."
Can't a body be left alone?
They took the venom from the spiders. Well, that's no good. And you found hobgoblins as well? That's even worse.
I'll have a word with you.
What those goblins want with the spiders as innards is a puzzle, to be sure. But there's one thing I do know for certain. They are up to no good. Maybe if you kill off the spiders, the goblins will go away. There's more than anyone can handle out east of here. The North Moors are crawling with them. It certainly won't make any of us sorry to see the beasts dead. You just be careful, though.
Just a moment.
Were you able to find the toy, Phelan? Ah, you did. Many thanks to you.
Might I have a word with you?
If my last task was not too taxing, I am in great need of some assistance from a fellow lover of the written word. Pardon me. I would hope that a hunter of your reputation would be interested in assisting me. Pardon me again, sorry. What's a proctologist? Not long ago, I seem to have misplaced a very important leaf of paper while I was walking with my notes. This paper contains the beginning lines of a story I planned on writing for my children that has been conjuring in my head for some time now. Now that most of the town has been sold off, I have not been able to search for my paper. The last time I tried to have a look around, I was chased off by a group of those ruffians. I would rewrite it, but I cannot seem to recall the exact wording. If you can find it, I would be deeply in your debt. I think I dropped it somewhere in town. I think everyone is deeply in my debt. Right, where is this paper? Oh, it's literally right there. In a hole in the ground there lived a boar. In the margin behind this line is scrawled in red. No, that's not it.
Hello.
I simply cannot start my book without that page. Have you found it yet? Oh, I see you have. Many
Could I
thanks.
take a moment of your time? Might I have a word with you?
Oh, I see. Well now, you have been helpful, haven't you? If you could, I do have one last task for you to assist me with. Among the hobbits of the Shire, a love of language and written works is quite uncommon. A few of my fellow colleagues and I have formed a small informal gathering of sorts for those of us who revel in such art as the writing and listening of fictional stories. We usually meet in the evenings down at the Bird, that is, the Bird and Baby Inn of Mickle Delving. With the return of my lost paper, I really should get started on my new book, but I haven't an inkling of how I should reach my friends in time to tell them of my absence. If you would, go quickly and visit Jack Lewis down at the Bird and Baby before the meeting starts and let him know that I will not be making it tonight. I completely agree. But humans are very gross. So any kind of doctor, dentist, whatever, it's pretty crazy to want to do that. Essential, but crazy. They must like it, otherwise, like, why? Though I think that they get paid a lot to do it as well. Maybe that helps. Maybe enough money does help some. The doctor! No one goes there willingly. Well, maybe. But, like, I don't know. You wouldn't want anyone who's passionate about what they do. Otherwise, they would do a really bad job of it. Can you imagine? I don't think that they would allow that, would they? Even if you were paying for it, like, that's just weird. Why are you ashamed? Am I missing a quest? I think I'm missing some quests. Because I'm sure I'm meant to have, like, collect, like, blue sand, red sand. Or whatever. Maybe I have to collect the white sand first. I do need to kill these spiders too. Hey Devok, how are you doing? It feels very weird to be streaming again, but also like normal. It's like nothing has changed and everything has changed at the same time. Should probably get that limb fran. For the deed. Oh, nice. Don't attack me. What is this? Sunstone shards? Oh my god, that must be for critting at like the crazy high levels. I wonder why that's a hobbit gift. That's really weird. Because I'm on Treebeard and the cap's 50 on here. Oh, someone else has just said in the world chat about the D-log that it throws them off every time. It really does. It's just so strange that it's like the X is not in the corner and it has this black border. I don't like it. Yeah. It's kind of funny that they didn't see it. They looked at it and they were like, good enough. That's not going to annoy anyone. X isn't in the corner. Who cares? That is annoying.
Just a moment.
You have the sand, and just in the nick of time too. My lads were just finishing up the last of our supplies. Here we go.
Tea.
Right, I'm not gonna read all these because
Hello
there's
there.
like
Might I speak with you a moment?
so much.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment? Stay and have some tea.
Please, stay a moment. Might I have a word with you?
It's basically just, can you kill everything? Can you just destroy every sign of life in this little area? That's a goblin. There's a spider. Right, where can we take this torch? There's meant to be like cauldrons around, isn't there? I guess we don't have the quest. Oh shit. Yeah, it's those cauldrons, but maybe we have to kill these first. Destroy all life exactly as Tolkien intended. Yes. He was definitely into that. Nice, that's all of the river stones. We just need one spider of each now. I thought it was hidden, but apparently not. Oh, Droid, have you finished that Dark Pictures game? The new one? I've been thinking it would be quite cool to play them all again. Not yet. Okay. Is there going to be one more? For some reason I feel like there's meant to be 4. But I don't know if I just made that up. Five. I suppose it really depends, because they could like just keep doing them if people like them. Like maybe they'll do 5 and then be like, oh, we could do another one. So we don't get anything from those flies. Don't know what deed that was, but we finished it. Deadly precision. Do I have trait points? I do have trait points. Let's go with the quick escape. We need to find the huge Norbogs. Oh shit. I meant to remove that one quest. And instead I removed everything. Oh well. They'll come back. Wow, there's like... They all came back for just that one quest. Alright, where are the huge ones? Because I need 2 huge ones. Even though they're not really that much bigger. They're a little bit bigger. Where's the huge ones? There he is. Now we need salamanders. I just couldn't find them. I just couldn't find any huge ones. All done. What other quests? Oh, the Limfran. I think it's getting to nighttime. It is dusk. And there will be more. One more. Yeah, they're a pain, aren't they? That's why usually when I see one, I just try and kill it. Because then I know later if I want to do the deed, it won't be as hard. But I think there's a lot in one of the instances. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of the Evendim instances. There's meant to be quite a few.
Can't a body be left alone?
Good, you're back and you've dealt with a few of those spiders, I see. Well, I've had me an idea about what those goblins are up to with the spiders as innards, and it ain't a pretty thought.
Might I speak with you a moment?
You see, I think I finally figured out what those goblins are up to. It was the presence of the hobgoblins that cleared it up for me. Stories always said that they are the worst of the lot, scheming up new ways to hurt and kill folk. I think they're taking the spiders and cooking them down, making them into that tar of theirs that they throw. Never heard of them using spiders as innards for such a thing, but wouldn't surprise me a bit. They are probably sore from their defeat south of here and itching for another fight. But this time they plan on burning hobbits out of house and hole. House and hole. You've got to put a stop to this. You should head back to the Bleak Leaf Crest and burn the pots they are cooking the spiders in. They'll probably have torches or such nearby you can use, and you'll need to take the recipe for the tar away from them as well, or burning the pots won't do any good. Defeat one of them hobgoblins out there and search him for the recipe.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yep, we've killed those.
Just a moment.
We've killed those. We've killed those. We've killed those.
A lovely day, isn't
And
it?
we've killed those and those.
Please, stay a moment.
My assistants tell me that all the supplies have been gathered and we are able to once more make glass. I thank you for your help there. Blowing glass is an art, one that can be learned quickly, but must be refined over many years of trial and error. I can teach you the basics if you would like. Head over to the forge and using this rod, work the glass several times. You should see it start to take a shape. We're so good, we're doing it in midair. Saying that some of those wildwood deeds are a serious pain in the butt. I haven't even been to the wildwood yet. I find that the new areas in this game, from like Gondor, from about Gondor onwards, like there's always something that really annoys me. Whether it's quests being annoying or deeds being annoying, there's always something that I don't like. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that I've done all of these old areas so many times that it's like the nostalgia keeps it going, maybe. Well, I'm not quite sure what we can do with this. Perhaps it could be used as a tray to ash one's pipe after smoking. A useful thing, if not the most glamorous of objects. He didn't even let me keep it. That was like... It's like a memento, like when you go to an art class and then you make something and you keep it. That's so many. But is the wildwood scaled? Or is it... Why do I want to say it's scaled? Isn't it like level 45? So why do you have to kill so many things on like level 45? Also, where the hell is this cauldron? Bubbling pot. There we go. Oh my god. Actually, this is fine. Alright, we need another torch. There is one. I feel like there's a torch around here. Oh, there's literally one right next to that pot. So many, it's level 40-ish. So many repeatable daily quests just to get it all done. Or a bunch of daily missions, but they don't count for the normal Slayer deeds. Mission kills have their own Slayer deeds. Oh my god. That's so crazy that a level 40 area has so many things that you need to kill. I think the missions are what's scaled, isn't it? Like, don't you do the missions on whatever level you want?
Wow, the gall of some folk.
Good, you've done it. I'll take that recipe there and destroy it. That should keep them from making any more of the foul stuff. Never would I have thought I'd be saving spiders from a horrible death. Well, if you don't tell anyone, I won't either. I think now we can go to the Colossus. Mission scale to your level and have pretty decent rewards. A good XP to level with some other missions in Rivendell. Nice! Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be going to that area at some point. Probably with the group I play with on Wednesdays. No, Mondays. Mondays. Yeah, I've been playing as a guardian on Deadly +6 with Neb, Drac, Ramba, Ark, and someone from my old kin called Brenda, and we all play on Neb's stream on Mondays. And then Neb, Ark, Miro sometimes, Matt as well. We play on Wednesdays. We play Final Fantasy 14 on Neb stream. It's pretty fun. I really like it. It's very wholesome. And the Lalafell are really cute. I think I'm going too high up here. Oh, lag. Yeah. But we don't do any ERP. We just play the main story and sometimes we do dungeons.
What can I do for you?
But it's just the same in every MMO. There's lots of ERP going on in Lotro.
How can I be of service?
Hob Hillbrow is a name I have not heard in some time. I do miss him and his little jests, but I'm pleased to hear that he is doing well. When a scout reported seeing men in Dwarling, I feared the worst. Thank you for helping them with their situation. It is precious to think that in these dark times, a hobbit is concerned about the welfare of man. If only he knew how dire things have truly become. I envy this simple folk.
Would you do something for me?
On the bluff above us is a catapult that Angmar brought along on its way to the city. We managed to damage it enough that they left it behind. Now we intend to repair it and use it ourselves. It certainly won't reach Numinas, but that is not our goal. We wish to use it to fling ropes over the Colossus. That will allow us to climb and begin repairing the areas we cannot currently reach. Search the debris scattered along the banks of the river and see if you can find the following supplies: several bundles of rope, some pieces of driftwood, a few small flywheels, and a couple of pouches of oil. Once you have found them, bring them to Cudhair at the catapult on the bluff just to the south of here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I got my first offer the other day in Lotro. Oh! I was playing my female minstrel and got a random tell from a level 7 player. Do you want to RP? Some people do send messages though, but that's so random. But they might not have been ERP, it might have just been normal RP. What server were you on? There are some ruins on the hill above the turn in the river, of which we only recently discovered the purpose. There was a lighthouse there, believe it or not, to guide the ships as they made the turn from the lake into the Baranduin. The keeper of that flame was tasked with recording all of the wrecks and tragedies he witnessed from his perch, so search parties could be sent to attempt to retrieve what was lost. But in the waning days of the kingdom, they could not have been focused on recovering too much. Head to the lighthouse and see if you can find any old papers from those logbooks. If we can get a lead as to where some of the wrecks happened, pardon me, we might be able to recover some ancient valuables.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Oh, well, Laralin's an RP server, so... I don't know. Barad Tharasir is a place we know little about. There was not much left in the record, but I know it was a site of value. Controlled the shipping lanes and access to the lake from the Baranduin. Every boat travelling the river passed through it. The robbers there are a nuisance, but they should not distract from the larger goal: to learn as much as we can and preserve as much history as possible. We shall never know where we are going if we do not know where we came from. Head down to Barad Tharsir and do some scouting for me. I know there are 5 doorways, but I do not know what they lead to. Knowing the makeup of the structures would be of great help. I wanted to see if it would, like, expand the quest
Would you do
bit.
something for me?
Because it had, like, entryway as a second... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. We have to do something about the tomb robbers, Faelene. I have spoken with my kinsman about this matter, but we are stretched thin. We must focus on the threats of the tomb of our forebears in Menarain and the other crypts of Numinas, even while other areas fall into danger. Southeast of the Colossus, the sands of the Barandalf and the dune grasses are swept by the breezes that come off the Brandywine, but now the gentle breezes carry too the harsh cries and commands of a band of tomb robbers. They have established a camp in the ruins of Barad Tharsir on the far side of the Brandywine, and I fear that before long they will cross this river, pass into the peaceful lands to the south. You will be rewarded if you can defeat the tomb robbers at Barad Tharsir. We cannot allow them to ransack and carry away our past, but we cannot afford to do anything about it ourselves. Oh, and there's one more.
Stay a moment.
I pride myself on the wide array of supplies I carry, Faelene, and I do my best to maintain my inventory. You can manage the disappointment. You can imagine my words. You can imagine the disappointment if I were to travel to the southern lands and not have the various knickknacks of which the hobbits there are fond. No, I must maintain my stock at all times. But it's not easy. To get to Dwalling and Oakbarton, you have to travel southeast of Tinnadir and pass through the Barrendalf. The sands and dunes of that place are now home to creatures vile and dangerous. On my last journey, I was quite surprised by the grasping tendrils of a number of sand lurkers. I barely managed to escape with my life and my inventory. That is unacceptable, Faeline. If you can defeat some of the sand lurkers, I would greatly appreciate it and reward you in kind. You will find many of the creatures near Lithost, on the banks of the Brandywine. Lithost is on the other side of the river and slightly south of Barad Tharstir, if you are familiar with those ruins. Oh, he's got more.
Would you do something for me?
There is a small ruin on the west side of the Barrendalf called Lithost. It is nothing more than a shell of the walls now. But I feel we should make an effort everywhere we can. Crawlers have filled these ruins. This normally would not be a terrible thing. Nature is generally kind. However, these crawlers are diggers. They burrow holes throughout the ancient bricks and stone. In time, they could bring down this very colossus. Head to Lithost and search out the crawlers. The ones we are interested in stopping will not be on the surface. Flip over some rocks and defeat whatever you find beneath them. Okay. It's been so long that, like, talking this much has been making my throat hurt. I'll probably have to go and get a cup of tea soon. I don't remember which is the right one. Oh, we only have to kill 5 of them. Rooted. The weeds are slimy and do not appear to be any different from any other river weeds. However, when they touch your skin, you feel a soft, soothing feeling. A ranger at this colossus may be interested in this. Did I do these ones? You find a tattered page buried within the rubble. Oh, there's a huge one. One of the ones we couldn't find earlier. That's number 5. And there's a pouch of oil there as well we need. The ring is dull and the design feels ancient. You cannot discern anything else about it. You should show it to one of the rangers at the Colossus camp. I think that was from one of the crawlers. Might as well kill this lurker because he's He probably would have aggroed. Right, that's all of the crawlers. I see a Limfran. We better take care of that as well. Oh wow, okay. And what did you say, Hobbs? I think you'd quite like the new difficulty settings. It's just a shame that it's on like the servers that you need to be a sub for. They should put them on the live servers. Yeah. Okay. Let's get this gold. Rich iron. Not interested. Are they? What have they said they'll do? They've also confirmed that they're actually gonna go ahead with the graphic overhaul. Like, they haven't really said it. I don't think they've said anything else about it. But that it actually is confirmed and it's actually gonna happen. That would be pretty cool. I think this new company that have taken over, I think they're actually quite, they seem to be quite decent. And I'm glad that, like, they're not just gonna sit back and let the game die, basically. Because it would be pretty sad if it did. Yeah. I think so. I think you're right, Ardev. Hey, Potine. How are you? Welcome. More polygons for Gandalf's beard. Of course. But yeah, you're right as well, Hobbs. They could just be saying it to just get people to spend money. But I think that isn't it quite a big amount of people who play this game are just live timers? I feel like there aren't that many people that spend a lot of money on this game. Isn't it just like a bunch of white whales to just do all of the spending? And it would definitely be stupid if they didn't take advantage of the Amazon show. I don't think there's anything here. Oh, I do need to go to those entryways though. Maybe I can just quickly like jump in and out. Yeah, doing the Evendim quests. This is like my favorite area in the game. Lotra has bad rep since the store is pay to win. Yeah. I think they're trying to sort out their reputation by having like all of the quests being free with that code. But they do have quite a way to go still. Not sure how many people spend money. Did I read that they are making far more money now under free-to-play than they ever did under the pure subscription model? Well, they definitely would anyway, because like that was how many years? That was like 14. How old is this game? 14 years old? So they like people make more money now anyway. Evendim before boat rides. I think it's a very calm area. I used to set my character to auto run in the lake and then go out for a smoke. Isn't that how you do it? Like, just auto run in the lake to get from one end to the other. For the, what's it called? Tomb of Elendil quest. Because you can't get the boat. I think it's over on this side. Though you could go to Tyrunan. But you have to, yeah. And actually, you don't have all the stable master stuff. You don't have all the stable masters unlocked if you don't become like a premium player. Like if you don't spend any money in the game and you're just pure free to play, you don't unlock the stables. I think you have to like subscribe to unlock the stables on your character. Because I remember I didn't have access to like any fast travel or anything for quite a long time. Because I don't think I even subscribed until I was like level 85, which was the cap at the time. Which is pretty crazy, because I must have played for a good few hundred hours before I became a subscriber. So when I did those quests, I had to actually swim across Evendim. Mines of Moria was a popular expansion. A lot of subs. What happened was that when Codemasters closed down, they offered the lifetime for like $99. Just to spite Turbine. Yeah. That was before I was playing. But that's such a good deal. And a lot of those people still play. Every now and then I see like comments from some people like on Twitter or something where they're like, oh yeah, I got the lifetime sub. I haven't played in like a decade. And then they log in and have like tens of thousands of Lotro points and they don't know what to do with it. So, a storeroom, a dining hall, barracks, an armory, and one room that was unmarked, either intentionally or lost to time. Interesting.
Might I take a moment of your time?
While you're examining those entrances, I was reading up on some of the things that went through the port. The records indicate weapons and pottery were the primary things shipped along the river. I wonder if there is anything still left. There are many pieces of knowledge that were once known and have left this land. Smithing and artisanship among the greatest. If we could recover some items from the past, we may be able to make greater things for the future. Please, return to Barad Tharsir and see if you can find some of the things left behind and overlooked by the robbers there. A shield, weapon, and vase would be of the most use to my studies.
Greetings.
You were able to find a page? I was worried that they would have all been lost to time, much like the lighthouse itself. Now, let us see what we can learn from this.
Could I speak with you a moment?
After much time and patience, I was able to read what was on the page you found. It was very faded and in a bad state. I nearly destroyed it trying to get the last few sentences. It was from near the end of the kingdom and detailed... It was from near the end of the kingdom and detailed a shipment of keys from down the river to the rangers encamped here. They knew they were leaving, but they wanted to safeguard as many of their treasures as possible. The locks came on a separate ship, arrived safely. The keys never made it. They still swapped the locks out, believing it was safer that no one could get in. One of the doors locked was to the basement of the lighthouse itself. We need to get inside urgently, for an evil has made its den there. This page gives the location of the wreck that should contain those keys. Search the waters and bring back whatever containers you can find. So that's the one that's in the middle of the river.
What do you need?
Hey, Bob Bear, how are you doing? How's it going? I have 13,000 Lotro points. I don't know what to do with. That's insane. I don't think I have very many. Maybe like 1,000? Okay, I have like 2,000. 2,400. I don't know what to do with them either though. I guess I'll just see if like furniture and stuff goes on sale. Because I want to get those... For the kin house, I want to get those crafting facilities and also like a supplier, and then it would be possible just to do all the crafting at our kin house, which would be very cool. Not necessary, but very cool. These look like any other river weeds that I have seen dozens of times. You say they soothed your skin upon touching them. Yes, I feel that.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Really? What do you spend the mithril on? Do you get like the mounts with them or something? I have all the crafting stations. That's so cool. Can they go inside the house and outside? Mommy. Because I usually only see them outside. Fast travel to quests. Oh, they can. Oh, that's great. You could have like a whole crafting like station inside your house. Hobbs, like, sometimes I do that though. Sometimes like if I'm... But only if I'm doing like a quest, like the main quest or something where it's like, oh, go to like for hell, that's the worst. When it's like, oh, go to over here, and then it's like, oh, go back over here, go over here again. That's just, ugh. It's worth using mithril just for that. Mordor. Yeah, Mordor is pretty grim. I usually spend them buffing legendary items. That's quite interesting. I didn't realize that people actually do use, like, store currency to do that. Oh my god, it's like suddenly... That was weird. Yeah, I didn't realize that people actually pay for that. I thought that everyone just like did grinding or just didn't bother. But it makes sense. Hobbs, we are far from fair Athelian. I examined the weeds you found, and I'm glad that you brought them to me. Normally the river weeds are of little consequence. One can eat them if hungry enough, but there was nothing special about them of themselves. It seems something happened when the sand lurkers begin to digest the weeds. Somehow that brings out a mild healing ability from the plants. I have tried them on several scrapes and cuts around the camp here, and the results are undeniable. There is no sense in going swimming to get more, since they are undigested. I need you to go out and get more from the sand lurkers themselves. A slightly foul proposition, I realise, taking dinner right after it has been devoured, but I would like to have more of these weeds to make some much needed poultices.
Greetings.
You have defeated the sand lurkers. Yes, I have.
How can I be of
You have
service?
found this within a crawler, you say. I wonder how it got there.
Stay a moment.
I examined the ring you found, and it is certainly from the Old Kingdom. It must have somehow gone overboard from a ship carrying it. The tide slowly carried it to the shore, where it was buried within the dunes, forgotten until a crawler accidentally devoured it. There were many ships that travelled the waters, and many storms that harried or wrecked them, particularly along this stretch of water. I wonder how many other pieces of jewellery fell overboard and made their way into the sands. There is one way to know. Head back to where you found this piece and search the crawlers there for other pieces of jewellery. If any of them swallowed one, odds are most of them have as well. Return to me with whatever you find.
How can I be of service?
We will still need to get down there at some point to reinforce the walls, but you have provided us some much needed time. Thank you.
How can I be of service?
You have driven off several of the contingent. I'm pleased to hear it, and to know that the robbers have less of a hold on Barad Tharsir than they once did. You have my thanks, Feline. But do not rest yet. We have just begun to wrest those ruins back.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I tried playing at 105 recently, but the whole time travel thing just ruined it, so I just uninstalled again. Fair enough. I burnt through so many third age stuff too. I think I have something like 70 million in LIXP runes in my bank, just waiting for this reward track thing. And use the relic things from disenchanting to buy scrolls to buff legendary items too. I haven't really touched... I have not touched LIs at all since like ages. It's so... I just have no idea how they work anymore. And I was like... It took me so long to actually learn how they work to start with. And to figure out like how to make your LI good. And then grinding to get it good. And then they just... Yeah. Because they kept... upping the level cap, and then there was the whole imbuement thing, and then they, yeah, now there's the overhaul, and I have no idea how it works anymore, so, but I think they're still, are they still changing it? I don't know if they're like adding things to it. I don't know what's going on. Because then they want to, like, monetize it more. I don't know. I don't know. My research shows Barad Tharsir was the north point of my ancestors on the shipping lane down the Baranduin. I do not know what the tomb robbers could be interested in there. There should be not much of value left. But if they are interested, then I am interested. What do they know that we do not? Your earlier work has served us well. My scouts tell me that 2 of the more prominent robbers have emerged from the ruins and are leading the digs themselves. They are the key to understanding the tomb robbers' interest in Barad Tharsir. Return to the ruins and collect the orders of 2 particular brigands, Atwood and Oakes. These orders will be the clue we need to solve this mystery. Any more quests? No. Good. Ruins. Yeah, we've got to go and find the ruins. 31.1 will have... I cannot, like, ride my horse and read at the same time. We'll have some as yet unknown reward track thing, which I guess is a progress thing with legendary item XP, which will grant the tracery things and higher level item buffs. Interesting. As long as, like, all I want from an Wait, do we have to go into the lighthouse? Like, all I want from an ally system is for you to get your level, your weapon at, like, 50 or whatever. And just make it good. I don't like that you have to, like, you have to keep deconstructing it, because you'd spend ages sorting it out and then 5 levels or so later it would be useless. That was a pain. Mines of Snoria. You only ever have 1 weapon. So when you get to 50, do you just... is the weapon that you get just that? And then you don't have to worry about it? Alright, I think one of them is over here. And every 10 levels you get it reforged to a high level. The high level is the better things you can slot into it. I see. And I'm guessing you only have a certain number of slots. And it's probably a pain to switch them out. And that's, I guess, where the monetization thing comes in. Because that's how it always is. Like the legacies. That makes sense. Because I can imagine people having, like, 1 weapon for tanking and 1 weapon for DPSing or something. Yeah, 1 for healing. There he is. And I think the other guy is in here. Can I jump over this? Hell yeah, not invisible. And that's the guy. You can pick your specific legacies you want on your items. You just can't have the same legacy twice, even across the weapon and class item. Well, that makes sense. It's nice that you can pick though, because that was really annoying that you had to just hope they were good. And then if they weren't good, you had a long time of grinding ahead of you. And then it was even more complicated when they brought in the imbuement and had the legacies changing, like when you imbued it. Like you finally had a nice item and then it was suddenly like, oh no, you have to change the legacies that you've spent ages using scrolls on and all sorts of stuff. That sounds good. I do wish this game had better information about it, like in ESO, you can just open up a menu thing in the game, like on the UI, and you can just find out whatever you need to know about something in the game. Whereas with Lotro, you have to sort of trail through forums and stuff, like when they had this difficulty thing come out, they had an article on their website, but it didn't explain everything properly. And people were like on forums and stuff trying to figure out like what they actually meant by certain phrases and stuff. Like it wasn't very clear. And there was also like bugs with it as well. Like if you went down, if you came off deadly at all, then you would lose the deeds. So I really wish that there was like an in-game thing where you could just look up like what you need to know. Like, oh, I don't understand crafting. And it's like, well, if you've gotten rid of all the tips, then good luck, basically. Or like go to the wiki. But like the wiki shouldn't be there. They shouldn't rely on the wiki. It's their game, like they should tell you how to play. They should have like a thing that tells you about everything. Yeah, that's like, that's so crazy. Oh, thank you, Ark. Hope you're doing good. It's so crazy that they don't know how to play their own game. Because they clearly don't. Like, if they did, stuff like this wouldn't happen. Because that would be seen immediately. I always thought that people made games that they wanted to play themselves. Like, I write what I want to read. Like how some zones quests give credit to everyone, some others don't. Some quest zones everyone can access the same quest item at the same time. Others everyone has to wait their turn. Yeah, that is such a pain. That is such a pain. And it's meant to be a group. It's an MMO. It's meant to be like an online game to play with your friends. They shouldn't penalize you for playing with your friends. And they do. And even if you're not like in a fellowship with people, like, it's so annoying when you get somewhere and there's items that you need to pick up and someone else is there. Like some random person's there and they pick it up and then you have to wait like 10 minutes for the thing to appear again. Maybe not 10 minutes, but it's like, it's quite a long time when you have to stand there and wait and things are respawning. Yeah, just like be consistent. Because you never know if everyone's at the same, doing the same thing as you. If they've got to the same bit as you. Yeah, sure. What is it? What is it? Oh shit. I went on the wrong thing.
I am certain to the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Arnor. You shall not pass!
That's so cute.
One does not simply walk into Mordor.
Oh my god. I love it. That's so cute. Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Now let us see about getting these open and seeing if the key we want is inside.
Stay a moment.
I was able to open all of the containers you recovered and found the key in the final one. These are great tidings for us, as we can finally go on the offensive. As I mentioned before you left to get the containers, we have been constantly harassed by a creature we believe lives beneath the ruins of the lighthouse. The door is locked, so we cannot enter. We have found no other entrance. At this point, we do not know how it comes and goes. We are sure that that is where it lives, though. We have lost enough good men to this creature. Take this key, venture beneath the lighthouse, and slay whatever you find down there. Do not return until we are safe from its threat.
Greetings.
These relics do not appear on the surface to hold anything new or different, but only a fool would stop there. I will continue to examine them.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Most of the items you recovered had the same mark you told me was outside the storeroom. I think we should focus our efforts there. I have spied a great many robbers entering and exiting that doorway, but they never seem to be carrying anything out. They must be loading it all in crates and bags on carts. We must know that they have what they have found in there. It must be a great deal if they are waiting to move it until they have it all. Head within the storehouse and search whatever containers you find there. We must know what they have found.
What do you need?
These tell of most troubling things. Indeed, there is a room where goods not listed on the manifests were taken and stored. If this room still exists, it could hold an untold fortune of history.
Stay a moment.
Oh, he's got more. Now I know what they are seeking. There is a room somewhere within the ruins of Barad Tharsir, where anything not documented on a ship's register of goods would be taken and held until ownership could be proven. While most of those items have probably been lost to history, there could still be a wealth of small trinkets and jewellery hidden within. I'm gonna need to get a drink soon. The room is reported to be on the south side of the ruins. From the reports, the door looks like any other, and the room is not that deep within. I am amazed it has lasted this long, but as I said earlier, we ourselves thought Barad Tharsir to be empty and picked over. We were clearly wrong. Return to the ruins on the beach and find this room. Search within and return with what you find. If any disturb you while you are there, put an end to them. Barad Tharsir shall be returned to us.
Greetings.
These are extraordinary. They will need some cleaning and polish, but the workmanship is exquisite. These can teach us a lot about how to place intricate detail into rings and earrings.
What can I do for you?
These will do perfectly, just barely digested, and there is plenty here to make poultices for weeks. Thank you. Cool. We got to... not ally. Acquaintance. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Whoops. I didn't want to look at the horse's butt. Maybe we can go up here. Oh, we can't go up there yet. I just wanted somewhere nice to look at. Guess this will do. Yeah, it's so high up in it. Right. I will be back very shortly. That's the wrong thing. It's been a long time. Okay. Hello, I am back. And the instance in Mario with all the mirrors. Oh yeah, I can understand that because it's like over a chasm, isn't it? It's like a huge black pit. Who's what? Who's what? I have got myself a cup of tea, and when I finish the cup of tea, I will also finish the stream, because then I'm gonna have some dinner. I don't know. I guess someone must have come past. Some randomer. What time do you want to play Valheim, Droid? Is 8 okay? Brain sync. Yeah, I want to have my dinner, and also I was gonna video chat with Hobbs. So I think 8 would be good. Cool. You have to jump over a bunch of wooden boards, as you often get stuck on the edge. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. It has a really strange atmosphere, that instance. I remember once I was trying to do it on the solo version, which has some bugs. It has a pretty terrible bug where at the end it doesn't uncover all the mirrors, so you can't get down to the boss. Like, even if you kill everything, it doesn't seem to work. And I remember standing around in that instance for like an hour waiting for a GM to like answer my ticket basically and help me out with it. And I was just sort of standing around like trying to do my skill deeds like, because I had nothing else to do. I was doing focus and I think like passage of nature or something, or oh no, it was set trap to get my skill deeds done like while I was waiting. I probably could have like read a book or something, but I didn't want to leave the PC because I was worried that they were going to show up and help me. But it was over an hour I was waiting, and they never showed up, so in the end I just went and did something else. And then I think I must have asked someone to help me do it. On the Fellowship version. But it's so annoying that that bug is a thing. Oh my god, when we did this on Neb's stream, on Deadly 6, like everyone was clicking these loaded carts and spawning all of their enemies. And on Deadly 6, they're all really horrible. I think we wiped a few times. Well, I think we didn't wipe. There were a couple of people who didn't die. But everyone was dying so much here. There are like 6 of us. And we were just, yeah, spawning so many. Right, we've got to get to the other side. And apparently also aggro everything. It's so weird playing on normal. Because on Deadly 6, like you get hit like twice and you're dead, basically. Sometimes only once is enough. If you're very unlucky. I guess that can happen if you're very, very unlucky. Dude, I'm here. I see the false orders work. Too bad I didn't catch a ranger with them. Barad Tharsia has no wealth left. We've picked it over and stripped the carcasses of these ruins. I see you there. No you don't. You weren't even looking at me. You freaking liar. Right, back to the Rangers. I think that was the last of these quests here. And then we can move on to Tinadir. I love the Evendim quests. It's basically just the Rangers being like, can you help us, like, preserve our history? Can you collect these relics for us and then kill the enemies that are destroying them? I tried to run the school featured instance max level solo. The boss fight ended very quickly. Yeah, that sounds like a bit of a nightmare. What class did you do it on? Maybe if you were a guardian, you could have done it. I don't know. I don't know what Cap is like these days. I haven't played at Cap in such a long time. Not since 105. Yeah. 105 is when I was last playing at cap level, doing like featured instances and stuff. Champion, 250k health. Here's some special attack and insta-killed me. Damn. That is a lot of health. Is it true that some people have like 1,000,000 morale now? So there was nothing but dirt and rubble in the carts and an ambush awaiting those that sought them out. If the robbers are this devious here, I shudder to think what troubles will await us within the estates to the north.
What do you need?
The creature is defeated. I can see that from your clothing and the filth that covers it. I am very grateful. I am very thankful for your efforts. I believe this will be the first full night of sleep I can get at this camp. Hey, virtue cap reached. Nice. I think we need to get some more confidence. Maybe. Actually, loyalty for the vitality. Not that I really need it.
Would you do something for me?
You have done much to aid us here, and for that I am grateful, but this Colossus and Barad Tharsia are but minor points within Evendim. Anomanas to the west and the estates to the north hold more value than the ruins here. Follow the road north, then head west at the crossroads until you reach Tinadir. There speak to Orcalway to learn more.
What do you need?
So, their leader attempted to ambush you. It appears like this was all just a ruse then. The robbers have been getting increasingly clever in their attempts to ambush us. Not clever enough to best you, though. One day, with the rest of Evendim, Barad Tharsir will see her glory restored. I forgot that there's actually another quest here. We need to go up to the catapult up there. I just got killed by a boar? Oh, what, in Valheim? Not our friendly boars. Not sure what people have now. Before the level increase, raiders were asking for a minimum of 300 to 350k health. That's crazy. What, for every class? A friend asked me how many hours I played Lotro last week. Over all my ults, I have something like 14,000 hours. I'm sure I probably have at least 8,000 by now. But I would never be able to find out because I had ults on servers that no longer exist. And I also have characters that I've played for hundreds of hours that I've deleted.
Greetings.
So I have no way of finding out how many hours I've played Lotro, which is very sad. But yeah, it must be something like eight or 9,000. I think somewhere around that. Because on one character alone, I've got 3,000. And I have not even played her for like a few years. Ha! I had heard that someone was coming to help me out, but I did not know you would have everything with you as well. This is a very fortuitous event.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I'm going to begin repairing the catapult. This is going to take me some time. For while you have gathered the correct parts, they will need some adjustments in order to fit properly. This is going to be a loud process, and I recently saw some scouts searching through the stands of trees surrounding us. If they were to find us, they would quickly overrun this bluff and destroy the catapult. This is something we cannot afford. Head out into the trees southeast and southwest of here and flush the scouts out so we can be sure this position is secure. Let's go and do it. Oh, we only need to kill 4 of them. We've got someone here! I don't know how he had time to yell that. I see you there. Alright, there's one. And there's a Limfran as well, we should kill that.
How can I be of service?
Oh shit. Rude. So, they are gone. Just in time too. I have finished making the repairs and we are ready to fire. Head down to Sarden at the base of the Colossus and let him know we are ready to launch the ropes. So big. Let's not jump down because we'll just die. Don't think I'd even crack my legs. We would just die. Okay, it wasn't for that long. I wonder if we can get that boat to Tinadir. I love that they've added these boats. They're really cool. And they actually have an icon for a boat instead of a horse.
What do you need?
I already know what you are here to tell me. Seems Cud here has a quick trigger finger, and his message beat you here.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Thanks to some kindly aid from yourself, the ropes have been strung, and we are able to reach new places on the Colossus in need of repair. But that is a task we can handle ourselves. For you, a treat. A vision, I doubt, like any you have seen before. Use the rope behind me and ascend to the peak of the Colossus. Once you are up there, make sure to look around and enjoy the view. I'm gonna go up there with my horse. Oh my god, I don't even dismount it. Oh, that's crazy. So cool. The view is fantastic, but you can see there is much yet to do. That's Tinadir down there. And that's one of the estates. That's the one with the elk and the vines. Another estate there. And up there, that's where the goblins are. Then Osperod is up there somewhere. That's where the ghosts are. That's Path Adul, or however you say it. I think behind that is the North Downs. And that's Cinemanas. You can just about see the ruins where we were. Oh no, wait, that's over here. That's where we were killing stuff. Shame about the texture on that. Horses have long been experts at rope climbing. It's true. Very true. Right, how do we get down? Oh, there's the rope. All the boars are tame now. Nice. Very cool. We need to get some wolves at some point. I think that will help us in the mountains with mining the silver.
Greetings.
The beauty of the lake is enchanting, yet I saw the same you did. The ruins to the west and north are in desperate need of our aid. Let's have a look at these shields. Oh, they're all ugly. Well, that one's not so bad, but the rest are ugly. Level 33. Alright, let's see if we can get to Tinadir. No, we can't. We can go to Buckland. That's cool. That is actually... Where is Buckland? Where is Buckland? I thought it was down here. Oh, it's here. It's just like right on the corner. And you can't even hover over the boat because it does that plus. That's annoying. But very cool that the boat goes down that far. I think I'll have time to do one of the estates. Maybe more than one. Oh, let's get this guy.
What do you need?
I believe that grayed out
How can I
quest
be of service?
would have been...
Greetings.
Oh, lots of options. That grayed out quest, I believe, is the Tinudir fast travel for the hunter. I think it's probably level 35.
What can I do for you?
Ah, fresh blood. You may be just what we need to begin reclaiming the Eastern Estates.
Would you do something for me?
The land to the east of here is called the Fields of Twilight. Within it are the ruins of several ancient estates. These places were once home to powerful families within the kingdom. Pardon me? They grew grain and raised animals used to feed the city and provided work for many of the people. Now they are disgraced by robbers, overtaken by nature, desecrated by goblins, and one now even serves as a camp for a force from Angmar. It is an affront to all who draw their heritage from the shores of this lake. I have detailed in this journal notes about the estates and the threats availing them. Please take it and read from it as you explore the Fields of Twilight. It will guide you if you choose to help us reclaim these ancient ruins. The classic flute song that's played in like every region of Middle-earth. Tham Nambarth is the nearest of the ruined estates and our first priority. While the threats to it are not great, they must not be trivialized in their importance. For Tham Nambarth is being reclaimed by nature itself. Tham Nambarth was once a great hall. You can see that in what still stands today. This will not be the case for long though. And not because of looters or goblins. It is the ivy. It grows deep into the cracks in the walls and slowly pushes the bricks apart until nothing is left standing. It is also threatened by a source that itself is not threatening. A herd of elk settled within its walls. They are not a problem of themselves. However, soon they will bring predators, wolves, hungry robbers, wargs and goblins from the northern hills. Oh, the signpost doesn't say anything. Be cool if it did. I don't know why I thought it might. Oh, it's over here. That will be the exploration deed. The texture on this ivy is so detailed. It's like a photo. It's crazy. There should be something for these little bits on the floor. Like these bits. There it is, ancient tapestry. The tapestry shred you have found is old and faded, but some details can still be made out. Perhaps if you can find more, it would be of interest to the rangers of Tinudir. I love these quests. Because they're very much like you going out on your own and exploring. And then it's almost like your characters thinking for themselves and being like, I'm gonna do this because I think it's gonna be helpful. Rather than just going to the NPCs all the time and them telling you what to do. Because it doesn't make sense sometimes. Like when you go and kill a bunch of enemies and then you go back to the NPC and they're like, now go and kill the boss. Those quests are silly. Oh, I've probably killed enough of those. Is there any tapestries here? No. Typical. He comes over here. The next estate within the fields is Varan. Varan? It is a place we know little about. The records we have found only describe its name. It is an enigma indeed. The only thing I know is that the tomb robbers have been swarming over as of late. Given our focus elsewhere, it's been ripe for the picking, and they have slowly stripped out any valuable information we could find to glean its identity. It is not enough that we battle nature and time as enemies to our history. We have to deal with greedy robbers who want to deny us our past and identity. Cannot be tolerated. Right, I'll do this little area and then I'll go back to Tinadir to hand in the quests that we've done. Looks like someone's already here. The crumbled remains of this seal offer little knowledge to whom it might have belonged. Perhaps if you took rubbings of several of the seals around Van Baron and brought them to the rangers, they might be able to identify them. Actually, I should probably lead them to it because they might be on some special difficulty and I don't want to ruin their fun. Since I'm not on any. Most of the seal has been destroyed, but a few lines are still legible. Most of the seal has been destroyed, but a few lines are still legible. I think there's some vases around here as well. Somewhere. There it is. The seal on this vase is still tight, even after all the weather-worn years. It has sat among the ruins here. Looking around, you see a few others. Perhaps the rangers can learn something of value from their contents. Oh, there's one over here. don't remember where the others are. There's one there, I don't think, yeah, can't get through there. That's a shame. Ooh, gold. And an ambusher. Oh, another one. Is this the last one? Yes. And I need another seal. I can't remember where it is. Did I look around here? I really can't remember where it is. Oh, crumbling seal. There it is. And that was the last tomb robber as well. Right, that's for the next one. Which I'm not gonna do just at the moment. You feel that Thamvaran is under control. The next page in the journal speaks of Tham Ornan. Most of the seal has been destroyed, but a few lines are still legible. Oh, I guess that tomb robber wasn't a ranged one. I was expecting my horse to get hit with an arrow. That was some good tea.
What do you need?
Look at how even after these years, the colours have still retained their vibrance. I wonder if the pieces you found all belong to one tapestry, or to many.
What can I do for you?
It looks like at least 3 of these are still sealed, and the 4th may yet hold some secrets. This is wonderful!
What do you need?
Those lines you read to me indicate Thamvaran was owned by a family from the south, likely Gondor. This is very interesting indeed. Nice. Well, I think that is it for now. Oh, the lake is so pretty. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember my shortcuts. Okay. There we go. Very nice. That is quite a nice screenshot. I love this reshade that Neb did for me because you can just like change the depth of field with the mouse. It's really nice. It's so cool. I love it. Anyway, I am gonna finish now. Oh my god, it's been like 3 hours and 18 minutes. That's crazy. I thought I was only gonna do like 3 hours. Maybe less. I was thinking like 2 to 3 hours. But this has been cool. Thanks everyone for like showing up. And for the chat. It was very nice. Oh hey Miro. Miro, you literally joined as I was about to finish. Thanks, Droid. That means a lot. I was so scared that I would like start the stream and like no one would care. Because this is the first stream I've done in 6 months, so yeah. Yeah. But I'm very glad I did it. I have been thinking about it for quite some time. But I've never found a day to do it. Oh, thanks, Ardev. Hope things go well with, like, your work and stuff. I hope it gets easier. It was Tomb Raider, the last stream I did. And it was in May. And it was the first stream I'd done in 4 months as well. Because I saw on the info, it said, like, first stream in 4 months. So I've only done 2 streams in 10 months. Which is crazy. Because I used to stream, like, every other day. I think the time before that was probably... It may well have been my Neverwinter Nights module, which was Harry Potter. I've not been arrested for murder yet. Always look to the positives. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get some dinner. And yeah, hopefully next time I stream it won't be 6 months from now. I don't want it to be. I enjoyed it. I wanna do it some more. But I'm not gonna make any promises or anything, because I don't know if I can keep them. Q 8 months later, yeah, please. Please. I hope not. But we'll see what happens. Thank you. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for everything. Bye. Oh my god, I don't even know what button it is. I just pressed start recording instead of like stop streaming. Okay, for real. Goodbye. Have a good weekend, everyone. See ya.